Fans of American Idol are divided on Carrie Underwood's prospective return. She made her debut as a judge last season. However, viewers had a wide range of opinions about her on the show. It appears that production didn't like her. However, the ratings increased last season. So supporters are at a crossroads. There is a lot to learn and discover about this. Keep reading to learn more about the problem. Carrie Underwood made her American Idol debut as a judge last season. However, she has previously been on the show as a competitor. She eventually won and established herself in the industry. However, she ruffled a lot of feathers as a judge. Luke Bryan was believed to have to continuously defend her because she was always offending people. So no one knew if she would return as a judge because of this issue alone. Throughout last season, fans voiced their feelings about Carrie. While most people enjoyed having her on the show, since she added something unique to the mix, they are now unsure. Carrie Underwood appears to have not won over all of her supporters. Most people won't be disappointed if she doesn't return next season. However, a few people adored her and believed she added something new to the table. It is currently unknown if Carrie will return for a second season. What are your thoughts on this situation? Would you like her to return? Comment below. We'd love to hear your comments on the situation. Carrie Underwood's name reverberates through the American Idol history louder than any others. Since winning Season 4 in 2005, the Oklahoma-born country juggernaut has become a 7-time Grammy Award winner, multi-platinum recording artist, and a fixture in both the country and pop music genres. Her ascension from small-town girl to global fame exemplifies Idol's transforming power, which crowned her as an American sweetheart and country queen. So when it was announced that Underwood would return to American Idol as a special guest mentor, and potentially even a judge for the upcoming All-Star season, social media lit up like a 4th of July fireworks display. Some fans rejoiced. Others, not so much. Weeks after her return, the fandom is still reeling from the aftermath. For some, Carrie's homecoming represents a full-circle moment, a queen returning her kingdom. Others are concerned about Idol's authenticity, relevancy, and future. It is difficult to overestimate Carrie Underwood's contribution to the American Idol legacy. Carrie, poised, pitch-perfect, and powerful, existed long before the show's ABC revival, long before judges came and went as seasons. Her victory in 2005 was more than just a victory. It marked a cultural watershed moment. She was the first American Idol winner who felt like she could walk into the Grammys the next day and hold her own, says longtime television critic Martin Delgado. She didn't simply win a tournament. She became a brand. Since then, Carrie has sold over 70 million records, led sold-out world tours, and established herself as a genre-crossing artist with both financial and critical success. Her name is associated with excellence, discipline, and vocal perfection. So when producers teased her comeback during the show's 23rd season, it felt like a wonderful opportunity to inspire a new generation of hopefuls while potentially boosting flagging ratings. Within hours of Carrie's appearance as a guest mentor, the hashtags #CarrieComeback and #IdolQueen began trending on X, previously Twitter. But immediately beneath the surface, another trend began to emerge. #IdolSchuldMovian. Critics of her return contend that American Idol should adapt, not recycle. Bringing Carrie back feels like the show admitting it peaked 15 years ago, a user said. It's nostalgia marketing, and honestly, a bit lazy. Others criticize the mentoring sessions, calling them out of touch or too polished. She's wonderful, obviously, commented one Reddit user in a viral thread, but I needed true guidance. Instead, it felt like a public relations opportunity in glitter heels. Some younger viewers, many of whom were toddlers or had not even been born when Underwood won, confessed they didn't completely get the frenzy. Yes, she is iconic to some people, but Gen Z isn't watching Idol to hear about 2005, said Ava Marin, a 19-year-old Idol fan and TikTok user. We want mentors who know what today's music climate is like. Nonetheless, for every critic, there were just as many ardent supporters praising Underwood's poise, knowledge, and singing prowess. She's the blueprint, another user on X stated. Carrie's return to Idol is like Beyoncé instructing a dancing class. You listen. You learn. Underwood's return comes at an unusual time in her own career. While her Vegas engagement has garnered rave reviews, and her 2022 album Denim and Rhinestones displays glimpses of genre experimentation, several commentators have seen a minor drop in mainstream awareness from her mid-2010s heyday. Her presence on country radio remains substantial, but crossover hits have become increasingly rare. This feels like a strategic pivot, according to industry expert Dana Rivera. Returning to Idol reminds audiences where she came from and potentially repositions her as a kind of modern matriarch of music competition culture. Some insiders have theorized that Underwood may be targeting a more permanent involvement on the show, a judging seat, maybe replacing long-timer Katy Perry, who announced her departure earlier this year. She's got the credibility, the grace, and the backstory, Rivera tells me. But the real question is, does she want that job, or just a symbolic victory lap? At its core, the argument over Carrie Underwood's return reveals a broader identity dilemma for American Idol. Idol, once the undisputed king of music competition shows, has struggled to remain culturally relevant in recent years, owing to a flood of streaming choices, TikTok virality, and an increasingly narrow music industry. Ratings remain stable, but not near the highs of the early 2000s. In that light, bringing Carrie back seems like a move to reassure veteran fans that Idol's essence is still intact. However, it may also indicate that the show is relying too heavily on its past success. It's a tough balancing act, Delgado explains. You want to respect your roots without getting caught in them. That's what Carrie represents, nostalgia versus evolution. The show's producers appear to be very aware of the tension. In interviews, they described Underwood's comeback as a bridge between generations, a mentor who can interpret old Idol values for a new era. Carrie knows what it's like to stand on that stage, vulnerable yet hopeful, said executive producer Trish Hollister. That experience was timeless. We're lucky to have her back. Underwood, for her part, has maintained her characteristic graciousness in the face of a mixed response. I understand that people want fresh voices, she stated in a recent interview. But I am not here to replay the past. I'm here to pay it forward, to offer these kids what I wish I had when I was in their situation. She's also made it clear that her comeback is motivated by gratitude rather than ego or legacy. This show changed my life, she explained. If I can help change someone else's, then I'll keep showing up. Despite the criticism, her emotional potency is undeniable. Several contestants were visibly moved to tears when they met her during her mentorship sessions. She looked me in the eyes and told me, "Don't apologize for your voice. I'll never forget that," stated one semifinalist. That gave me courage I didn't know I had. As the season progresses, it becomes evident that Carrie Underwood's comeback is more than just a cameo. It is a spark. A reminder of what American Idol once was, as well as a reflection of what it still strives to be. A place where dreams are formed, voices are discovered, and stars are created. Fans' disagreements are not motivated by contempt. If anything, it stems from passion for the show, the music, and what the future generation of idols should resemble. It's unclear whether Underwood will become a permanent fixture on the panel. Her comeback, however polarizing it may be, has revived the debate about what American Idol stands for in 2025, and who gets to decide its future chapter. In a world where music is more fragmented than ever, the concept of a shared stage, open to both legends and newcomers, may be more innovative than it appears. Carrie Underwood once sung "Jesus, Take the Wheel." On American Idol, she may be doing just that, navigating a heritage program into uncharted territory, blending nostalgia with renewal, and reminding us why her voice and this platform are still important. Whether you believe her comeback was a masterstroke or a blunder, one thing is certain.